Yo, what's up, everybody? Bob Walters, Brett Grasso, Mark Mancini, Brian Gunzel Studios, Super Bowl Sunday. What's up, fellas? How we doing? Happy Super Bowl Sunday. We made it to the end of the football season. Another one. It's cold, but we made it.
First of all, you guys must be freezing your asses back there, man. I'm enjoying 80 degrees, man.
Negative 18 wind chill. I just wished it was this is the year they had that MetLife Stadium Super Bowl. Like,
yeah, you know what? I thought of that. I thought of that the other day. I said because they that would have been classic because that's what they would have got everything they were asked for. Instead, they got a rainy day. Remember, it was a rainy day and it was a terrible game.
No worse place to do.
You guys need to lay in bed with your wife or your significant other and just come out in April, man.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's like literally, it's like 40 to 60 mile an hour winds, temperatures below 5 degrees, wind chill negative 15 to 20. Like you can't even walk outside.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
Sick.
Would you? Okay, here's one for you. Would you guys rather it be where you suffered through this every winter type of deal, or would you rather live somewhere like Florida where from April until November it's 90 degrees?
I'd rather do the Florida. I love New York City, and I would wish it was down. They should have made New York City in the South because it would have been a lot better. But I love the Florida weather. When I was down there for a couple of years, I loved it. It's
I got a brother-in-law in New Hampshire, and he goes in hibernation from November, around my birthday, all the way to April. I go, you guys are clowns, man. I don't understand that.
Yeah, it's crazy. And you know what though? It usually doesn't get this cold. This is like once every 20 years it gets like this. Like usually it's like 40s.
This is now the coldest, longest cold streak ever recorded in our history.
Yeah, it's global warming.
Just,
I remember I was back there for a while in the 78 one, man. That thing was friggin' cold.
Yeah, listen, it's winter. It's supposed to be cold, right? It's not supposed to be 80 degrees in the winter. So I'll live with it. We'll be all right. We have heat.
Nobody walking around with high heels and mini skirts.
No, they still are. There are still. You go drive by some of these bars, and there's girls in skirts.
You hit the clubs in Manhattan right now. Forget it. You'd make $1 million. Show up there with a couple blankets for sale. You'll be a rich man.
And listen, me and Brett hit the clubs, so we know.
We are. You don't even know. That's where we get all. That's where all this inspiration comes from.
Hey, it'll take you an hour to get the layers off of them.
Yeah. So
by then nothing's happening.
So no, nothing's happening anyway. So we're about 7 hours from kickoff, right? NBC. You know what? I was surprised to hear that this is Mike Tirico's first Super Bowl.
You know, he's a great guy.
He's a good announcer too. He's good. He does all the sports. He's going to do a good job. I like Tirico. I think he's good. Who's the best? Is he the best? Or Buck? I like Buck. I think Buck is probably the best.
Universally, that people don't feel that way, but no. I like Tirico. He's just great. You feel like you're getting a classy voice.
Yeah, NBC's always classy.
Look at NBC today. Is this the greatest day in any? One network's sports, is it the greatest day in a network sports history?
It's the greatest. Olympics, they have a big
from
month.
When you wake up to Lindsey Vonn, literally turn on the TV to Lindsey Vonn crashing.
Oh, she crashed? I didn't see it. Oh, you ruined it for me, bro.
Bob, live, helicoptered out today.
Oh, really? She's got no ACL? She was skiing with no ACL.
She wiped like you haven't seen Bob today.
Oh, no, I didn't see it. Oh, no.
Helicoptered out. I hope she's all right. But NBC's got that going. Let me tell you, that pumped up their ratings. They're riding this right through the Super Bowl, which is the biggest ratings.
Right into the NBA All-Star weekend next weekend.
Crazy. Yeah, they got it all, man.
The Guthrie thing is a mystery. And
you know what? You know what I think about the Guthrie thing?
They're pumping out
somebody
money
in the family did it.
Yeah.
Nobody comes and just takes an old lady out of a house and holds a ransom.
The NBC family?
Yeah, I don't know. Tirico maybe?
It's like
Collinsworth?
Collinsworth? The conspiracy theories.
Collinsworth?
Are you full Epstein on this one?
No, because nobody comes and takes a woman and then Right, I mean, and then they went on. They made a video yesterday. Savannah Guthrie's like, "Listen, we'll pay." And I think like the brother right next to her is a kill. First of all, she's probably dead, right? She's probably dead.
If you're gonna go down that avenue, you're gonna get somebody with 36 double Ds that's maybe 30 years old. You're not gonna get somebody that just looked like she came out of assisted living.
Right. See, my theory personally, and we'll get into sports in a sec, but my theory is she probably just like fell face first in the driveway, and the wolves took her out to the back. But what do I know?
But anyway, listen. There's a football game today, right?
This is the NBC Savannah Guthrie preview show. Everybody, welcome.
Yeah, live on Lifetime. We're on Lifetime today too. So football game today. Patriots, Seahawks. What are we? Sam Darnold, Brett. You're a Jets fan. Are Jets fans rooting for Sam Darnold? Is this the same Sam Darnold that the Jets let go?
Is this the same?
That's the question. Is it the same guy?
If you look at well, this is how it goes. This is the path of Sam Darnold and every other quarterback towards the Jets. So it goes like this: best high school quarterback ever, best college quarterback ever, terrible quarterback for the Jets, great quarterback the moment he leaves. So is this good for the Jets? I don't know. No, it's
no, it's not as good for the Jets. Listen, here's the question: if the Jets kept Sam Darnold, would he be this good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, if the Jets had Patrick Mahomes or Dan Marino, they'd all be awful. That's the pattern. So that's the problem.
Here's the problem, guys. I just think it's the organizations. The dude's won like over 20-something games in 2 seasons with Minnesota and Seattle. Anybody that goes to New York, we've talked about this before, that other than Richard Todd and Joe Namath, when have these guys actually do? And you had a couple of years with Mark Sanchez with the AFC Championships, New England and Pittsburgh. But other than those guys, it's been a cluster screw job out there.
And all of those things, they weren't about how great those quarterbacks were. They built up great defenses, and they great offensive lines, and they had a good running back. And so like when you give a guy like Sam Darnold that stuff, you didn't give him all the rest of it, and you gave him bad coaching, and you didn't give. It's just it was all set up for
the numbers aren't too different. If you look here, the numbers aren't too different. The picks are inflated with the Jets.
So you guys are Jet fans. I got a good friend, real good friend. It's Captain Jet. He makes helmets for a lot of the people. Good friends with Fireman Ed. Dude, if I'm going to a game in New York and the season tickets have gone up, so he's going, I don't know if I'm going to renew. And he's been there for over 30, 40 years. But I'm saying to myself, if I'm going to go watch this Mickey Mouse operation like Wayne Gretzky used to say about the New Jersey Devils, then I need a bag over my head so nobody knows that I'm at these games. I don't know what your thoughts are.
But the problem is it's tough getting rid of your season tickets because you're already in $30,000 for the PSL. They make you pay buy the PSL. So now, okay, I want to get rid of the tickets, but I invested $30,000. And they told me it was going to be an investment, and it's not. Because nobody's buying those PSLs, and now you're at $30,000 plus nobody's buying them, and that's a highway robbery right there.
It's become very difficult, and let me tell you, I don't even want at this point half the time. Half these Jets fans aren't even watching the whole Jets game at home. Forget about getting them to go to the stadium.
Yeah. And it's a nightmare getting in and out of there.
You're watching NFL Red Zone by halftime, and forget about the second half of the year. Yeah, we're Jets fans. We'll be Jets fans for life. But
are you rooting for the Seahawks? Are you rooting for Sam Darnold to win today?
No, I don't even know. I don't know who I'm rooting for because I don't want the Patriots to win.
Yeah, no, it's too quick.
I feel like I like them more than I like the Seahawks. But you know what? I'm honestly all for a redemption story, so I'm all in on Sam Darnold winning. I care about the rest. I hope he has a great game. I hope it makes his career. I hope he goes and says, "Look," because he was a day or two away from never even getting another shot at this, and he would have solidified in his mind how horrible he was when none of it was true the whole time.
Mark, is he a top 10 quarterback, Sam Darnold?
No, he's not a top 10 quarterback. I just like New England in it. I know they'll break the tie with Pittsburgh for Super Bowl wins, but I just think there's something about Vrabel, and he's quite different than a lot of coaches because we talk about this in corporations. People punch a clock, go do their job. This is the kind of guy that might go to the clock and punch it, but he's asking people how their families are doing. Is there anything I can do better? He's elevating the personnel around him, and I think it's just remarkable and very unique in this day and age.
They got the best coach. They got the better coach in this game. But that's the only really thing. That's really the only advantage I think that New England has. New England, Drake May has fumbling issues. Drake May's been putting the ball on the ground. The Patriots haven't played well in the playoffs yet.
Yeah, but you know what? They got a defense that can come at you from a lot of different angles. It kind of reminds me of the Miami Hurricanes. And everybody's talking about a defense Seattle has. I've seen the Rams put up like 60-something points in 2 games on that defense. So I don't know what defense everybody's looking at, but I like New England in this one. And I just like they've been there, they know what it takes, and they've got personnel there that have won before. So I think you can't beat that.
Are the 2 best teams in the Super Bowl?
I don't know. I mean, I think New England would have been the best team in the AFC. I don't think the NFC has the best team. It would have been the Rams, but next year the Super Bowl's in LA, so I'll be there, and you guys better be there too.
I think the Bills and the Rams are the 2 best teams.
It's not the Bills.
You think it's Denver?
Bills don't have a receiver. Their defense was letting things run all over them all year. They're down to just Josh Allen. Their running back was good, but not great towards the end of the year. It wasn't the Bills. The Bills are, if they had Stephon Diggs like the Patriots have, maybe.
Yeah. He's a train wreck with his girlfriend too. With Nikki, with
now they feel like they're doing everything right.
You know what? It's too hard to call. But I'm going to tell you 2 teams to really watch out for next year, and you might think I'm crazy. Keep your eyes on the Giants and the Falcons in the NFC.
Yeah, but the Falcons every year. The Falcons, they were talking about this year, too, and they stink every year.
Yeah. But keep your eyes on the Chargers, too.
So now, the Chargers, I love the Chargers. I love Herbert. I think Herbert's a fantastic quarterback. I think he's one of the best. I think he's top 4 quarterbacks in the game. But, I mean, Sam Darnold, listen, look at the numbers are crazy for Sam Darnold, right? And he played well. He beat the Rams. The Rams were a better team. He went out there and he went toe-to-toe with Stafford, right? In a shootout. That second half was a shootout. I think he's better than Drake May. I think Drake May might be, better overall long-term. But right now, Drake May, he puts the ball on the ground. He fumbles. He does run. And he's very accurate. But I don't think he should have been number 2 in the MVP voting. I mean, I think that was a little oversell. I'm telling
you right now, Stafford, if I'm looking at quarterbacks around the league, Stafford's in my top 3.
Well, he's the MVP of the league, so he's obviously, everybody's in everybody's top 3. It's most people's top 1.
Yeah, but he's getting older, and that thing. See, they got a good relationship in LA with Stafford and McVay, and that's what the key is when you look at these things. You got to have somebody that can get along with the quarterback in there, because if you don't, you're going to have problems like Arthur Smith and all these other guys that have trying to communicate. It's the 3 C's that I always say: communication, consistency, and commitment.
That sounds like something that could be on a school classroom wall, Mark.
I'm getting T-shirts. Sarah,
yeah.
T-shirt idea.
T-shirt idea. Absolutely.
I like it. No,
it
really is.
Mark, is it the start? Are we starting a new Patriots dynasty? Even if they don't win?
I think as long as Vrabel's there, and it's too bad he didn't come in last year because they wanted to bring him in last year, but he was tied in with Tennessee. But I think you're going to see New England compete as long as Vrabel's the head coach there. I think it's the Patriot way. I don't think anything's going to change.
I know, and it sucks. I agree.
To contend with.
Brett's got to be sick to his stomach.
No, I am. And the truth is, it's not just about Vrabel, and it's not about May. The problem is they instantly changed the culture back to where it was, just reset a couple of years ago, and now everybody wants to go. So the biggest issue teams like the Jets have, or the Saints have, or good luck building. You got to get lucky with a draft pick because nobody wants to come. You know what I mean? Like, there's somewhere in between, but you can't even throw money at people like they do anywhere else because
the Jets are a complete disaster. Look at the Jets.
You have to have. Well, no, because you have to have coaches people believe in, which the Jets don't have yet. You have to have a quarterback, which they don't have yet. You have to have an offensive line, which is halfway there, and you have to have a defense. So until that, you're not going to get the other. Now the Patriots, everybody's going to the Patriots.
Well, I think the problem with some of these teams is they go in for the quick fix. They think they get the hot commodity. We're seeing Clint Kubiak going to be the next Raider coach. They're going to have 10 other coaches between, now and 2040. But I think the key is they expect not only the quick fixes, and when you look at these organizations, when some of these guys, and Max Crosby's going through it in Vegas now, you expect fairness, and when you don't see fairness, bitterness starts to seep in, and that's what happens. But when you look at New England, is the culture set from the beginning there. This is what we expect. We treat people like people, and it's just a different thing. And I think in order to succeed in anything, you see the way the world's going today. I think that's the way to do it. I mean, get in the trenches. Forget about the quarterback, running back, and wide receiver. Football is won on the lines, offense and defensive lines, and that's where personalities are made. That's where relationships are built.
Now,
and that's
okay. Yeah. Now,
and that's.
It's about the quarterback. It's not even about, you're right. It's the offensive line, big, but it's about the quarterback, right? You got to get a quarterback. If you don't have a quarterback, you can't win. That's the bottom line. If your quarterback goes down, you can't win.
Here's my question. Here's my question. You give the Patriots exactly what they have now, but they didn't get Drake May, but they continued with Mac Jones. Where are they if that happened?
They
got Vrabel, they got everything, but they had Mac Jones.
They're not.
Do they make that progress?
The Patriots aren't in the Super Bowl. The Patriots aren't in the Super Bowl if the quarterback for Denver gets hurt, doesn't get hurt, break his ankles on a kneel down.
I don't know about that.
That would have been a home
Bob.
game. They didn't play. Look, the Patriots scored 7 points.
We were on the Patriots before all that, so we believe they were making that Super Bowl.
Yeah, you guys. I think you guys are way overselling the Patriots. I think they're going to lose. I think they lose by 2 touchdowns today.
I think you overestimated the strength of Bo Nix's ankle, is what we think.
Listen, everybody did, right? He couldn't take a knee. He couldn't set the ball in the middle of the field for the field goal kicker. Now,
I think when you look at what they've accomplished in New England, it's remarkable because there's a system in place. I think all these other organizations, you get a guy that owned a couple liquor stores and he ran the business well. Now he gets in the NFL. And he thinks he's going to run it the same, and it just doesn't work that way. I think what's happening in Cleveland, I think what's happening in New York with the Jets, New Orleans, and some of these organizations is it's the top is so screwed up that it doesn't matter how good you are at the bottom, you're never going to go nowhere until you situate the top.
Okay,
and that's the problem. You look at these organizations, whether it's in baseball, whether it's in football, hockey, it's the same cities, same teams that are trying to find their way out of a paper bag, and all the holes are open.
Do you think Gruden should get another job?
I think
probably not, right? He will.
The last time the Raiders were relevant was when Gruden was there.
And then he went, and then he left, right? And he left, and he didn't. And the Raiders didn't change their audibles. Did you hear that? Gruden came out and said that they didn't change their audibles.
Hysterical.
They had the same calls. He knew all the calls. They knew all the plays in that Super Bowl, and that's why they killed him.
It's almost like a country fighting us. Instead of matching us wit by wit and everything like that, they're back in the 1920s throwing pineapple bombs at us. And it's remote.
So, Mark, okay, good.
The problem is you need to adapt, and if you don't adapt, then you perish, and that's the problem.
Mark, are you watching Bad Bunny or are you watching Kid Rock?
I think Bad Bunny's great. I think that they're both
there
good.
You go.
But what Bad Bunny did, and I told my wife this when I was watching it, remarkable what he's done for Puerto Rico. And I thought he was going to win the album of the year, and I more or less called my shot on it, but I think it's good. I think it's good for what he's done, and
I was laughing
in the WWE. Yeah,
I was laughing because last night, and I know we're gonna get your pick in a second, Mark, but I was laughing because last night my mom was like, he's so good, it's gonna be a great show, and I'm like, you don't know, you've never heard of Bad Bunny before, like you don't know any of his songs, don't act like you do. I'm like, you're only there, you only like him because the MAGA crowd hates him. And she's like, no, I'm so glad he got it. I go, it's okay for you not to like Bad Bunny. Like, it's okay for a 70-year-old woman not to like a Spanish rapper. You're not a bad Democrat to do.
I guarantee you for the first 2 weeks after it was announced, your mom thought Bugs Bunny was coming, first of all.
Well,
she was probably like, I can't wait. I've been waiting since I was a little kid.
Regardless of what side of the fence everybody's on, whether they like him or they don't.
He's entertaining.
I look at the person in general. He's genuine. He'll give you the shirt off his back. I mean, we've talked about this before. You come in the world with nothing, you're going to leave the world with nothing. But it's how you treat people, and that's what stands out more than anything. He's
Mark,
a good human being.
Give me a pick, Mark, because I know we got to get you out of here.
Oh, I like the Patriots 30-13.
Who's the MVP?
Drake May.
Okay, now let me ask you this: if there's somebody who's not a non-quarterback MVP, give me a non-quarterback MVP.
Wow.
Oh man.
Good question, right? Good question.
I know who it is.
Yeah.
I know who it is. Come on, Mark, don't pick wrong. He's going to score the most points.
Diggs.
Nah, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Who are you going with, Brett? Stevenson?
The kicker.
Oh, the kicker.
When you make
how about Vinatieri making the Hall of Fame, but Belichick and Kraft missed?
The only reason Belichick should have made it is because of Vinatieri. How's that sound?
Yeah.
There's a lot of jealousy.
And the only reason Brady should have made it too.
Jealousy's human nature.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Mark,
they held him out. Listen, they held him out the same way that they held out the steroid people. He's got questions in his background. You're not getting in the first ballot. We'll let you in next year, buddy.
He got a hand job from an Asian massage spot.
Not Kraft. I'm talking about Belichick, deflating balls.
Oh yeah, no, the Belichick thing is garbage. The Belichick's the best thing this side of
stealing film. They know deeper things about Belichick that they're just not bringing out.
But it's America, guys. We give guys 4 or 5 chances. We saw Steve Howe get 10 chances with the Dodgers. God rest his soul.
Yeah, the Jets are calling up Gruden.
First round in you. You just can't let him have an easy way in. First round, you're out. We let you in after.
Gruden doesn't have a non-racist bone in his body, and the Jets are like, hey, you want to come be the offensive coordinator?
Well, yeah, listen. When you haven't won a Super Bowl since 1969, you know.
And the quarterback you had is drunk trying to kiss the reporters.
No, this is how it works, Bobby. Here's the rule. If the last time you won a Super Bowl, racism was still allowed, then you can bring
I can't wait till next week, because if you want to bring somebody that can play quarterback for you and probably win a lot more games than the current crop, bring back Richard Todd. Go find him in Alabama.
Yeah, I looked up the Super Bowl that you went to, Mark, that you were telling me about. I looked it up. It was the Riggins one where he was running, and
27-17.
And you know what I thought? You know what's funny? Because I was looking up the referees real quick. The ref, and I didn't know he refereed back this far. The referee for that game was Jerry Markbright. Yeah, and we all know Jerry Markbright. He was the referee, right? He was the guy when we were kids.
Was the one where Fulton Walker, I think, had the 94-yard kickoff, and Riggins and Theismann, and
Riggins scored a late touchdown to put him up 10. They won by 27-17.
Yeah, that was the Hogs, man. The Hogs.
What?
No Marino. David Woodley. David Woodley was the quarterback.
Well, yeah, I know. And I was reading that. Well, Mark, enjoy the game. We'll talk to you.
I love you. I can't
wait
to see you next week. Hey, guys. Hibernate, man. Get in the bed. Get some blankets, man.
No. We just booked tickets to LA. We will see you tomorrow, buddy.
See you tomorrow. We're coming out.
I love you.
Later, Mark.
Baby, next week.
Have a good night. Enjoy the game.
The Super Bowl.
Later, Mark. Brett, I don't have you on here. Let me put you on here.
That's all right.
We don't. The people don't want to see anyway. Hold on 1 second. Let me just make sure. Nope, that's me. Hold on. Look at this, Brett. I didn't. I screwed the whole thing up. Hold on, we're going back to the $3.
Nice. Now you're Brett.
Yeah, now I'm Brett. So there it is, right there. Beautiful. Where's your thing? Hold on.
There you are. It's all right.
All right. Either way. So listen, real quick with the Knicks. Knicks got a big game tonight, right? Knicks lost by 30 points to Detroit the other night. What were they doing? Like that? I didn't understand it. That's a big game. And I get you don't play OG. You don't play. Cat, like what are you doing?
Let me tell you, they are trying to do this whole let's back off and we'll ramp up towards the playoff time. I'm telling you, these teams being stuck in load management, who cares about this game? who cares about that game? It catches up to you because you need guys who are used to playing every day. Because when the playoffs come and all of a sudden you took off every third game, when it comes down to game 6 and game 7, your body ain't ready for that. That's real life stuff. That's not even a joke. Like, you can say whatever you want. Like me and you, Bob, we can go hike 20 miles, but if we haven't done it in a long time, you ain't pulling it off. You can't do it again the next day.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what makes you think I can hike 20 miles. I can't walk 20
you don't realize,
feet.
Bob, you can't. No, but you can't. But what you can do, Bob, but you can't. But if you did it every day and little by little, you get there. But if all of a sudden you think that all of a sudden today, you just, even though all year you didn't play 3 back-to-back games, you didn't do it all year, but now all of a sudden you think you can just do it at the highest level, it doesn't work that way.
You got a 9-game win streak, right? Or an 8-game win streak, 9-game win. You're coming off your best win of the season.
You gotta push it. You don't back off. You gotta go for it at that moment. You gotta realize that every one of those wins is time you can relax in the future, right? Like, there's a point where if you accumulate those wins now, and I understand, oh, maybe we'll go steal one in, versus Detroit. And no, play the guys. They're healthy. Play them.
Yeah, no, I agree. Today's a big game. I think you want to win today. I think you want to win today.
What time's the game? Nooner?
12:30. 12:30. It's coming up in a couple minutes. 12:30. Now, let me ask you this, Brett. Would you rather win gold medal or Super Bowl?
Yeah. Depends on the event. And it's a Super Bowl.
I think it's gold medal. I think it might be. I think my answer might be gold medal.
Here we go. Okay. Backup, third string quarterback, Super Bowl.
Tommy DeVito today. Tommy DeVito might walk out with a Super Bowl.
Tommy DeVito Super Bowl win today, and the options are
or backup goalie for the hockey team. Then you gotta have to say backup goalie for the hockey team.
Okay, that's gotta be that's equivalent. That's a backup goalie for the hockey team. But the truth is, or would you rather be,
downhill, men's downhill?
Yeah, but you won an individual gold medal in a huge event, the best speed skater, the best figure skater, the sprinter in the Summer Olympics. Do you want to be that guy, or would you rather be Tommy DeVito? That's the relation. Because
I'd rather be that guy. I'd rather win. I think I'd rather
be the quarterback of the Super Bowl team, right?
No, I think I'd rather be the downhill Olympic champion more than the quarterback.
Who gets?
It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing, right? More famous, more money for the quarterback. But to be in the downhill Olympic champion, I think that's pretty cool.
I don't know,
right? And you have the gold medal to show off. Super Bowl ring, all right.
I do like that with the gold medal, and that's why who's got it the best is those the basketball, like LeBron James. You're I got the championships, I got the MVP, and I went over and won the gold medal as the guy.
Well, what about, you're right, you're right. Well, Herschel Walker. Didn't Herschel Walker win a bobsled medal?
I'm not going to confirm that right now.
He was definitely in the Olympics on the bobsled.
Right. That does sound right. I think there are some other Olympians in other sports, and I wish I knew this was coming because there's a few that are even more recent that had switched sports that were athletes in other ways that went on to win medals or compete. Gosh, I wish I knew it.
You know what's crazy to me? The one where they ski 30 miles and they have to shoot. And then every shot that they miss, they have to do an extra lap in the stadium.
It's no joke.
Because that's so hard.
No, because your adrenaline's so crazy from your heart racing so hard from the sprinting. When you go to stop, the dead opposite skill would be dead calm trying to shoot, which is impossible because you're like this now. Yeah. Imagine that concept. You said you can't walk 20 miles. You have been at a range practicing
and it's cross country
for
skiing.
A gun.
It's cross country.
But you've been there to qualify for a gun, right, Bob? At school.
Of course. Yeah.
So now imagine I told you had to run a 5K right before.
Yeah, no.
The moment, you had to just a 5K, jog it, walk it. I don't even care. But right
and
before
I'm average with the gun. I qualify, but 80. But there were some people who can't hit from 5 feet.
Someone very good with the gun and with good skills and is very accurate would have a hard time.
And it's a pretty far shot. It's
and they're shooting these crazy weird guns that have all this.
Yeah, but you know what's funny too though is the countries where that's like football, the Netherlands or something. I was watching last night. and I was watching the speed skating, right? The regular speed skating, not the short track, the women's 3,000 or whatever. And the girl from Italy won the gold. It was a big story. Big upset.
I saw it.
But the last girl that went was the Dutch girl. And Dutch, it's like huge sport over there. And as she was finishing, she lost by like 2 seconds, 12th place off the podium. They're like, oh, the press is gonna kill her for this. Like, imagine when like that's your like baseball, like speed skating. That's weird. That seems weird to me. I mean, I'm sure they say the same thing about us, but
yeah, no, they do. But there's so many like that, because I just saw that right before we came on, and it was the curling, and they were like, and I thought curling was like, oh, they invented curling 20 years ago.
Shuffleboard.
And now we do curling, right? No. All of a sudden they were like, it's Denmark, and welcome to Denmark, where all they care about is curling. And they're like, they're wild, and they go back, and it's from like the 1918 whatever, and you're like, holy cow. And it's a whole thing with actual brooms. They sweep with real brooms.
I know.
The video. And I'm like, dude, I thought this was like from 10 years ago. And so you're exactly right. But like the fact that country, now what happens is the US decides, we're going to try curling for the first time,
and we get good.
No, and now we're knocking them off the podium.
Yeah, because we have the technology
and stuff. On this, Bob. Their whole lives are built on this lie that they were the greatest at it. Turns out they were the only ones doing it. It's like when the Jamaican bobsled team showed up, and they were like, how do they even practice for this in Jamaica? They don't.
Germany's the sledding country. Like Germany, like luge.
See, which is fine.
Like the best luger is Tom Brady in their country. Like, and it's luge. Like they just go and do a different track every week, I guess.
And there is no bigger loser than the guy who doesn't win the gold medal from that country.
We're terrible. I don't think we ever win. That's why I don't think Herschel Walker won a medal. He might have got a bronze or something, but we don't. We're not good in those sledding things. We have Lake Placid track, and that's it.
It's good enough to say he just competed or qualified. So we have a bunch that were track stars. Yeah, but in America, should it
be like that for America? We have 200-something athletes. Should it be like, oh, I just made it, I just qualified? Like,
yes, Bob,
America.
This is crazy. Bob,
don't come home. Is what I'm
for
saying.
A person to become that good to win by that split second and make it. Most people lose, Bob. So we're only going to celebrate the 1% of these guys who walk away with a stupid piece of metal. Like the lead up to it, those guys had just as much, oh my God, if not even more, enjoyment out of I beat that one in the qualifier, that one I beat in the trials.
We're not celebrating the loser of the Super Bowl. They had the big conference championship win last
Bob,
week.
They won all. You're right, but that's not the truth. Is you literally are just squashing the Olympic motto. It is not about winning. It is about the fight and the fact that you fought in the right way. That's the Olympic motto. I can't believe I have it in my head, and that's pretty much a quote.
I don't think it's. How many rings are there? How many rings?
Bob, I'm 5. I'm going to. Bob, I'm going to, and this one goes back to Joe Esposito, 1990. I want to say 1992. Shaving the rings in his head, having them colored in.
That sounds like a McGordy thing to me, because McGordy's Mr. Olympics, Mr. Christmas.
No, today. This is what Gordy writes to us.
I was going to the text message in the group chat.
He says about the Super Bowl right now. He goes, all right, guys, we're all going to a party at Gordy's for the Super Bowl today. And he goes, Bob's not, but he goes, all right, guys, just so you know, we're all set up.
He goes, here's the quote. Here it is. I got it right here. 3:30 to 4 today for figure skating final. Only half kidding.
You know what's so great? I'm sitting there and I'm with Alyssa, and all she cares about is the figure skating. And I look over and she goes, so what time's the Super Bowl thing are we going to today? And I look over, I go, figure skating final at 3:30. She goes, yes.
You know what the bad call was? You know what a bad call I think by NBC was Snoop. I love Snoop and everything, but it's not good. I don't think it's good.
Talked about it last night. We're done. And she likes Snoop, and
Snoop's like a grandpa now.
No, but American moms like Snoop.
Yeah, of course. I got no issue with Snoop, but he doesn't fit there.
It's the oddest thing. Like if you told me like back in the day that all of a sudden it was going to be Tupac, like, oh, you know who we got running the Olympics? Tupac.
Yeah.
Hold on. And not that he wouldn't be, because he was an actor. He probably would be.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it's ridiculous who they really are as real guys back then. I'm talking murderers, attempted, alleged, drug dealers.
Tupac was in Rikers.
Snoop was on trial for murder in a way, like crazy stuff.
And the cliche stuff. It's so cliche. Like they have Snoop interviewing the Jamaican bobsled team. Like, come on.
No, yeah.
Like, come on. That's really what they had during the opening ceremonies.
It's you know what it is? It's not even anything legit. Like, he doesn't do any legit reporting. It's just joke reporting, and that's not what me and you want to see. Everybody else is there for the joke reporting.
Snoop is like rolling blunts, smoking.
We want to see Mike Tirico.
Yeah, I want to see
Mike Tirico, and I want to see a real interview with Lindsey Vonn about whatever, and but I got Snoop Dogg being like, "Oh, look at the helicopter taking Lindsey Vonn away."
Yeah. Jamaican bobsled team.
And you're like, "Oh,
I don't like the two cities either. I don't like the two city thing either. I don't like the two city thing either. The two city things.
I know. No, you're right.
Like they're too far away. They can't make it to the opening ceremonies because they won't make it to their event.
No, they don't have enough venues, and there's only so, and they don't want to build brand new ones. Bob, it used to be.
Oh no, the Olympic bankrupts the city. The Olympics are terrible for the city.
But it used to make them so much money, or be so big of a deal to get it, where they would build all new venues and years of construction, and they've realized now you got to just use what you got and make it work. And
so is the Super Bowl. Super Bowl's not good for these cities
bankrupt,
either.
Nobody even wants it. No, you're exactly right, and that's why it's got to be somewhere. It's not just about like you can't do it in New York for the Super Bowl because you need to. It's not about the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is a 3-hour event. That's nothing.
It's all week. It's all week. It's 2 weeks.
The week before. It's the outside before. Nobody's got. You need a place that is conducive to people wanting to visit and hang out and generate income and. So I do get the two city thing. You got to make it work and all that stuff. But I'm sorry.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. Listen, and the opening ceremonies and stuff are terrible anyway. That's for like my mom. My mom likes the opening ceremonies.
I didn't catch it. I know. I'm not really into that stuff either. I'm like, whoa.
It's like a 2-hour parade of athletes walking in it's
a red carpet. It's
a commercial.
Thing. It's a red carpet event. It's a commercial.
I didn't like it either because the part that I saw every time a country walked in, Shaun White is one of the commentators, and he's going, "Oh, well, we signed this one into my new company, and my new company is called this, and there's the website." And I was like, "Yo, this guy's plugged this thing like 30 times. Like, give it a rest already, Shaun White."
No, and even look this year. Let me tell you, who shouldn't probably, and yes, she qualified. Who probably shouldn't be coming back after all this is Lindsey Vonn. And you look over,
I can't believe she crashed.
Got a partial knee replacement. All this other stuff. She's crashed in so many. Nobody thought she was coming back for the last.
She has no ACL. Bob. I was like, how did she ski with no ACL?
Yeah, the difference is that's about cutting like left. ACLs are different in what.
Yeah, I know.
Do.
I didn't know that.
And I didn't know that either. I said it was over, and once I heard it, I go, okay, I guess it doesn't work for whatever it is. The backup. That being said, clearly ACL maybe that would have helped today. In ACL,
I'm sure it would have.
But it was violent. It happened.
Yeah, you get killed. They die doing that. So it's going 90 miles an hour.
But she went off and then clipped the edge of the flag, and it turned her. And so she's in the air,
rolling
with a turn.
Oh, she's in the
air. She got sideways. So she went sideways, like as if it was going to be like an ice skate hockey stop. But she was flying into a hockey stop, and it was a bad crash. Knees aren't going to be good.
Yeah, but her knees are going to be...
Well, put it this way. A knee, a hip, or an ankle, or possibly lower spine are going to be...
She said to me yesterday, she goes, she's going to be like in a wheelchair when she's older. Even if she would finish this race fine. She's got hips, knees.
She was already... Yes,
41 years old.
That's no. I'm telling you, we went dead silent when I saw it in the whole crowd to watch it, and I didn't know it was her when it happened. I just saw the crash.
So is she going to race the Super G next week then?
No, well, they're flying in a new ACL.
They're going to prop her up.
That was the helicopter. The helicopter didn't pick her up. It dropped off the new ACL.
Dropped off the new ACL. Two new legs, a new hip.
It's like the Hunger Games.
All right, so who do you got today?
Not Lindsey Vonn.
Yeah.
Who do I want to? You know what? I really, all week I keep thinking like just because it's going to be the Patriots, it's going to be Drake May, and I think Vrabel's got it covered. But I for the first time all year, am going to say I believe in Sam Darnold. And I've given up on a lot of these guys, and I think I think Sam Darnold throws 4, if not 5 TDs.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see something like
it's
that.
It's like
happening.
that.
I can see
like
something like that.
and I believe that they're going to need them. And I think it's going to be truthfully, I think it's more like 4. I think it's a 31 27 game or 28 game and Seattle wins.
Okay, yeah, I think Seattle 31-20. I think Smith and Jigba gets the MVP. I'll go a little different.
I can see that.
A little different.
Offensive player of the year.
I think, and also if you, Brett, I did that St. John's game. We had 3,500 people watching it. We're doing the Super Bowl today, so if you're watching, if you're not around if you're not around a TV, you could go to our YouTube channel. We'll be doing the Super Bowl. We'll have the Super Bowl there for you. So I got Seahawks 31-20 and Jigba Smith. Did you hear the guy that announced, I forget his name. He's like an actor or a comedian. The guy that announced his name for Offensive Player of the Year. He said
I didn't see it.
Jackson Smith Nigba.
Oh,
and the guy looked at him and he's like, what? He's like JSN. He butchered it bad.
That's rough.
He's like, it's a rough name to do. But how do you not check that up before you go up there?
You're in the green room. They're doing prep.
He's drinking.
You have two options. You're drinking or you're doing prep. You're two types of people in this world, Bob. You show up that green room and you go, give me some snacks and get me a drink. Or, what's that guy's name? We got to make sure we get this right.
Yeah.
And you either are or you aren't. You ain't changing.
And then we got, here's another pick. We got another pick from somebody here. Hold on. All right, hold on.
Seahawks.
Oh, hold on. I didn't put it in there, right. Hold on. I'm gonna do a new. Hold on. It's
cold, so you gotta heat it up first. Bob.
Yeah. Hold on. Video. Let's see. Where's the video? Oh, there it is. Okay. Hold on. So here's the other pick. Seahawks. She said.
Seahawks. Be going with the Seahawks.
She's going with the Seahawks. Here's the audio because it's so cute.
Of
course.
Probably got
Seahawks.
She likes the Seahawks. Right, here we go. What do we got here? What's that comment? We'd rather live in Washington. No border, no state income. The income tax. Listen, we make good money in New York, all right? We can pay our income taxes. We want the road paved.
Smart. So what you're saying is you live on the Washington border. So in Washington, no state income tax, and then you drive to Oregon and buy everything with no sales tax.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So then that's a solid move. I'm sorry, that is because that's the. Not only do we not have the income tax, they don't take our money for the taxes, and then we go spend it where they don't take the taxes.
Put it back into the economy.
That's literally like that is like what America is all about, people. It's why we have states to screw the federal government.
6:30, so you're going to be going to the Super Bowl party. You're going to get there for the figure skating. You're going to stay for the football. The food
is I really don't know the answer. Is Sarah and B?
Yeah, they're on their way. I think they're on their way now. I was just thinking to myself,
coming to the game or going?
B's coming. No, B's coming. She's going to grandma's, but she's coming to the party. She's excited. She's talking Seahawks all day. She's big Sam Darnold.
Awesome.
She'll be there.
That's awesome. Oh, that sucks for you though, Bob.
Yeah,
that sucks. I'm sorry. We're gonna have a good time.
Listen. Put me on for a little bit, at least for the game when you're there. Tell them to shut Tariq off and put me on.
No, Bob. You're doing us on. You're doing a group shot of the rest of us at the party, Bob. So send me a link or whatever, and we're doing a
I'll send the link.
Group.
I'll send the link, and we'll get you in.
I'll get B on with a
we'll
group
get you at halftime. We'll get you at halftime for a third halftime show.
Who needs? If you don't need Bad Money, you don't need Kid Rock. You need Bethany. You need Bethany Walters. Her halftime show at the McGordy household with Maddie and Andrew. So the Maddie, Andrew, and Bethany show, I believe, might be halftime for us for Locked Up Sports. That's better than either one. Forget about politics,
You'll be out back with Gordy.
Me and Gordy will be preparing for the second half.
The second half. All right, so that's it. Enjoy the game, everybody. Don't forget, check us out on YouTube later, 6:30.
Thanks, Mark.
Knicks coming on in 5 minutes. I'm gonna check that out. Right, you can check that out. You gotta check out
this is where they heat up. That's big ramp up time for them. They're gonna get going.
You gotta beat the Celtics, right? I know they're tied with the Celtics are out, overachieving. This is
the year. It'd be nothing more embarrassing than
they
the
go out
year
second
that
round.
they have an opening to lose to the Celtics without Tatum. That would be that would be that's almost as bad as knocking off all those tough teams and then losing to the Pacers. So we got to get there this year. Bob, I don't care what the route is. Nobody, we'll stop thinking about who or why.
Yeah,
everybody needs to get beat. Everybody needs to get beat.
Yeah, because now after today, it turns right to the Knicks.
No, this
even
is
before,
it.
and then we got a month. And we're gonna have. Brett. I also got this coming up this week, probably next weekend for us.
Yeah,
big a Babe Ruth guest. That's all I'm gonna say.
That one we talked about
a Babe Ruth guest. Yeah, contacted me today. Coming on, Babe Ruth guest. I'm gonna get him on. I'm gonna call. Actually, right after this, I'm gonna get in touch with him. We're gonna set it up. So
we've been waiting for that one for a long time.
It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be good too. I'm excited about it.
I'm excited.
So that does it for us here. Enjoy the game, everybody. Patriots, Seahawks, San Francisco, USA, Team USA, Lindsey Vonn. We hope you get better. Good try.
Yeah.
That does it for us here.
Born with 2 legs.
Happy Super Bowl Sunday, everybody. For Brett Grasso, I'm Bob Walters from the Brian Gunzel Studios. See ya.